All right. So, like I said, I don't know that I wasn't with Mike. Like I said, today is only one single eviction, of course, as Ebuka have exposed a lot of housemates, especially Ebuka have exposed Onyeka in particular. A lot of things, of course, Ebuka really did right now. Onyeka may not be comfortable with most of the things, of course, Ebuka actually exposed, among the housemates about Onyeka. Now, before I digest on that, I will talk about, of course, the fact that a couple of fans laying accusing fingers on Big Brother themselves. So they said that why we did do one single eviction this week? Meanwhile, last week it was a double eviction, and some fans believe that that double eviction last week was just a total idea for them to remove Ruti from the show, and of course they have been able to achieve that according to them because considering the fact that Ruti last week, their eviction was late hour of last week. I think it was almost 8 o'clock that 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 Ebuka came up with that envelope that saw Ruti and Jefflo being evicted. Now housemates are like saying, not housemates, fans, viewers, they are like saying that this week supposed to be double eviction. So what is happening? Last week there were double eviction, this week one single eviction. That simply implies that there was a gang up for DJ Flo and Ruti to be actually removed from the show. But then you don't know the schedules of Big Brother. You get a point. They work with um uh table of with program. I think with schedule, they work with schedule if I'm to say. So we don't know if that's how they have set their standard that in so week two persons will go home, in so week one single pair will go home, and all of that. Now, moving away from that, let's talk about Ebuka on what he did to Onyeka. Onyeka, is trying to have different conversation right now. So also Chizoba is trying to have some different conversation because a certain narrative has been pushed about Onyeka playing a smart game among the guys. Now, Ebuka asks her what she thinks about OC and Victoria and what is she actually doing in the middle of the whole thing. And Onyeka was like, she understand that Victoria likes him actually, likes OC, and but then she doesn't want to come out openly. Ebukana asks her again, what was the comment about when you said Victoria was wearing short skirts for OC to notice her? And that was when Onyeka said that because she felt like, Victoria likes OC, but she doesn't want to come out openly. And that's why she said what she said. And Ebuka was like, is Victoria actually the one who likes OC, or you in particular, you like OC? Because there has been a situations you have been seeing around OC in most cases. There has been a situation like that where they have seen you with OC. Are you the one actually liking OC or Victoria? And Onyeka was like some type of way, something like that. So that simply means that Onyeka have kind of feelings for C rather, but she's not trying to use Victoria as a play game, for people not to notice that something like that is happening. Now, Ebuka have exposed that today, and also Ebuka asked Sush, some casting questions about him and Nelly, especially what happened last night. That was very fresh in our memory. And of course, Suj was like, there's nothing really bad that's going on between him and Lenny at this point. That, of course, he understands how, but then at some point, Nelly seems not to understand him. And especially coupled with what happened yesterday. And according to Suj, he said he's the type of guy that he loves party and he wants to get involved in what is happening, and that's what probably Nelly must have seen as an issue, which to him shouldn't be a problem. And Ebuka was like, is Nelly aware of the spark that you did to Onyeka's ass yesterday? And the housemates was like, Hmm? Every, everybody we are looking ups and down because nobody knew about the sparking. You get the point? Nobody knew about when Suge actually sparked on Onyeka's ass. If you don't have that video, of course, is online. You can go and watch it back. So Ebuka was like, is the housemate, sorry, is mainly aware that you sparked Onyeka's ass yesterday? And the housemate was like, Onyeka again? And that was it. And Such said, no, she wasn't aware of that. And that is another big problem right now between Such and, of course, Nelly. And also, Onyeka have some explanations to do to the likes of Victoria, to the likes of Osi, and, of course, to the likes of Nelly. So it seems like Onyeka has been involved in different unconvincing situations. If I'm to say, Onyeka has been involved in different unconvincing situations. But guess what? She has survived this week's eviction, though they are part of bottom three. Yeah. Bottom three are the likes of Zinwe, Beta, and Checkers. All big shout out to all the people. Shatoria, big shout out to Shatoria, big shout out to 1X Handy, big shout out to, of course, Mbadiwe Twins, big shout out to of course, Double K. These people, honestly, we have not been able to see them in bottom three before. So next week, the Radicals should be getting ready. I think this week they need to win the HOH. The Radicals needs to win the HOH. Better needs to win the HOH. Checkers needs to win the HOH because there might be double eviction this week, this incoming week. Now we have seen how it has been played out. If you follow me on Facebook before the live eviction show start, I told you guys that, of course, the results from poor results, that it was said that the first pair of housemates that will be evicted is Zinwe, Chinwe, and, of course, Zion, and it should come to play. And I told you guys that if there should be double eviction, the next person that we go is better. And obviously, it came out on the screen right here. So you see that some of the poor results I do drop on this channel is very important and vital. Once you see me drop a poor result, you need if you need to vote for your fave heavily. Like this week, from the conclusion of the voting, the people that from the poll result, the first team that are leading is 1X Handy. Yeah. The people that are leading actually is 1X Handy, followed by Double K. You get the point? So you see that poll result is very important. Just like what happened during Bibim Samsi. I actually shared so many poll results and people take it very serious. And you vote, of course, for your fave. And it has come again that poll result is very important, especially as long as Bbnaija is concerned, you need to pay very heavy attention to that. Why we share it is for you to see where your faith is. If the person is not surviving, then you put more effort while voting. Tomorrow, they will play HOH, and of course, so many people must be up for possible eviction. What is left for you is to do what? To vote rather massively. Like I said again, Ebuka also talked about the situation between Chizoba, Anita, and, of course, Ben. There was a very important question Ebuka asked Ben. Ebuka said to Ben, I want to ask you a quick question and I want you to give me an answer to that. If you have only one mate, assuming you have only one mate, and, of course, the likes of Chizoba and Anita were there, whom will you give that meat? And Ben was like, you get the point? Ben was like, he was scratching his head because if you are watching the program very well, you see that there was a time Ben called Chizoba Mumu. Ben said that Chizoba seniored him. Ben said that Chizoba seniored him, but she lied to him. But he has found out that Chizoba actually seniored him. And he said that Chizoba na Mumu girl. That was 2 days ago. And also, he said that there's nothing that will ever make him to date someone, a girl older than him. And obviously, Chizoba is older than Ben. Chizoba is 31 years. Chizoba is 31 years. And of course, Ben is, I guess, Ben is 29 years. So obviously, Chizoba is older than Ben. And of course, Ben was like, there's nothing that will make him to date someone that is older than him. And that was when Anita got himself involved, and Ben said to Anita that Chizoba na Mumu girl. You get? And that was why Ebuka asked that question to him today. If you have a mate, one single mate, and there is Chizoba in the picture, and there is Anita in the picture, whom will you give that mate to? And Ben, though he answered the question, but he delayed. He said it will be Chizoba, that he has been giving her mates in the house for a very long time. But all of that, Ebuka said, but it took you some time to answer. Now, I have talked about Ebuka exposing Onyeka game plan and all she have done so far, and that's the talking point right now. That is what the housemates are discussing right now. Onyeka has been involved with the likes of Usi, with the likes of Suj, especially what happened yesterday when Suj spanked her ass, which no single housemate is aware of that. That has been exposed, of course, by Onyeka, and Nelly is not comfortable with the situation, and Ebuka asked Suj, is Nelly aware that you spanked Onyeka's ass? Onyeka was shocked. She never knew that Ebuka will even go as far as asking that question, because the first question Ebuka asked Onyeka was this: why are you involved with Victoria and Osi? And Onyeka was like, she noticed that Victoria actually likes Osi. That was what, of course, Onyeka answered Ebuka. She said that she believed that Victoria likes Osi, but she don't want to come out openly. So she wants to be like a third party that will unite them. And Ebuka said to her, was that why you said that Victoria is wearing short skirts so that Osi will notice her? So what was that comment all about? And of course, Onyeka was like, that she believed that Victoria and of course Osi, there is this connection, and Victoria actually likes Osi and all of that. So that was why she said what she said. Ebuka said, is Victoria actually the one who likes? Is Victoria actually the one who likes Osi, or you in particular is the person that actually likes Osi? Because we have seen you in a couple of situations with Osi, and their body chemistry have indicated oftentimes that there is these feelings. And Onyeka was like, she bent down her head and she was like, Ebuka, something like that. So Onyeka was like, Ebuka, something like that. So obviously, from the whole situation right now, I think Onyeka is trying to get herself involved with some certain guys. She's here, she's there. And that's what Ebuka have exposed tonight. And I believe that Onyeka herself have a couple of questions, a couple of answers to give to the housemate. And the fact that Suj spanked her ass, and none of the housemates are aware of it. None of the housemates are aware of the fact that Suj actually spanked Onyeka's ass. And that's another thing, of course, that is being discussed right now in the house. One ex Sunday, of course, have not rested ever since, of course, this. And Ebuka asked them again that it seems like they are playing on camera. Once they see camera, they start to act. What is that for? You need to be yourself. You don't have to wait for camera to appear on your face. When you discover that there's a camera, you begin to talk, you begin to wax, you begin to do this and do that for camera to capture you and all of that. Ebuka said, this is not what you should be doing. This is the time, of course, for you to enjoy your time, for you to enjoy your stay in the house, because it's very short. We are in 1 month plus right now. Before you know it, we are clocking to 72 days, and bam, your program has finished. And some of them will start to regret. I would have done this, I would have done that. These are the things, of course, Ebuka Newly, of course, I really said. And now talk about the fact that one eviction was carried out today. Viewers, this is viewers' opinion. Some viewers have said that Biggie actually played Ojoro. The last week supposed to be one eviction, but maybe because of the altercation that took place between Ruti and, of course, Wani X-Handy, which led Ruti to say a couple of things, certain things, though Wani actually were the people that looked for her problem, but then there are certain things she said, saying two sisters are sleeping together for money. That's a heavy accusation on Wani X-Handy and her twin sister. So I think people were like, maybe because of the weight of what Ruth actually said to them that caused them not being in the show again. That's the reason why, of course, they were evicted. Because today, a couple of people we are looking forward to see double eviction, and guess what? It was single eviction that took place today. And now, of course, Ebuka now asks, of course, Kelly Ray about the situation now. He believes that his wife is being intimidated in the house and all of that. And what will be their reaction from now onwards? And of course, Kelly Ray said that from now onwards, that he's gonna leave his wife to, of course, each time someone brings in problem to her, each time someone looks for her trouble, rather, that he will not hold her back again, because he has done that oftentimes and people have taken that as for granted and stepped in her toes. But from now onwards, she will allow his wife, of course, to treat any mess that comes her way. That simply means that he was actually talking about one ex-handy. They have looked for his wife problem and all of that. But then from now onwards, whoever that looks for his wife's trouble, he will not hold her back again. He will allow her to fight whichever how or whichever means she wants to do it. And of course, that's what Double K Kelly Ray have just said. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that the Sunday Live Eviction show has ended, and of course, Zinwe, Chinwe, and Zion are the people that were evicted. Checkers are in the bottom three, Beta are in the bottom three, and definitely Zinwe that are evicted are also in bottom three. So there are 3 bottom three today: Checkers, Beta, and of course Zinwe. Zinwe, they have gone. Now, Radicals, Zinwe, and Beta, one of them needs to win the HOH if they must be in the house. Because if they are not in the house and 3 of them are off for possible eviction, definitely one of them will go home. If there should be double of them, because Mbadiwe Twins are ahead of them right now, if you check very well. One X Sunday ahead of them, Double K are ahead of them, Chatori are ahead of them. So they need to up their game, especially, and their fans needs to, vote more if you want to keep your faith in the house. This is Nigeria Trends, of course. Don't forget to like my video, subscribe to my YouTube channel for back-to-back updates. Thank you so much.